Listen.
But were they in love?
He loved her enough to propose to her.
Right.
He loved her enough to do that. He loved her enough to know.
But you think that
he
was
loved
love?
her enough to know that this is the woman that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with. Real men that reverence God know for sure when that right. Real men know for sure when the right woman comes along into his life. He knows for sure that is the woman that he's supposed to be with for the rest of his life. Welcome back to another episode of the Big Dog Talk Podcast. It's me, the one and only Big Charles.
Charles, your lunch is ready.
That's how you feel.
Hey, y'all. What's up? It's your girl, Big Shay, and I'm back in the building.
What's up, y'all? What's up? Did you get the e-guide?
Oh, boy.
Did you get the e-guide? Did you go to BigDogTalkPodcast.com and get the e-guide? I'm starting off heavy and strong. Did you get the e-guide, man? Big Charles created an e-guide to help you change the trajectory of your family lineage. E-guide step by step, walking you through step by step how I navigated my daughter to a full ride academic scholarship. It works, guys. Listen, it's only $14.97. You should buy this if you're thinking about having children, if you have young children, if you have cousins, friends, family. This e-guide will change your family lineage. I promise you that. Anyway.
Anywho.
I'm gonna be begging all the time, man, for people to help people change their life.
You gotta beg them to help them change
I gotta beg people.
I mean, come on now.
All right, I got it.
Anyway, cheers.
Cheers. What kind of wine is this?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Ah.
A French Sauvignon Blanc, if you will.
Cheers to the...
Come on, get into it.
Cheers to our...
Come on, get into
12-year anniversary trip, anniversary celebration. Cheers to that.
Say happy anniversary to us, y'all. Say it.
Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary.
It's our special day.
Come on now.
All right.
12 years.
Right. 12 years.
We made it 12 years married. I'm grateful for that.
Yes.
Let's get into Portland.
Baby, first of all, let me tell you something right now. Portland owes me nothing but a diet and some cardio, baby. That's all Portland owed me is a detox and some cardio.
Food was amazing.
Detox and some cardio.
The food was immaculate.
Detox and some cardio.
The food was amazing.
The chefs are chefing in Portland.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
First and foremost, the chefs are chefing in Portland. And so before we get into all of that, usually for our anniversary, we go beach life, right? We go Caribbean, beach life, out of the country. Let's use our passport.
Y'all be patient with us. We want to bring y'all into our anniversary. Come on now, we family. Be patient. We're going to get to the topic now. Come on.
And the ones that have been following us, they kind of know that, right?
Right.
We like to just go to a new country to celebrate our anniversary. However, 2023 served life on a nice little, it was a cute platter, right? Served life on a platter. And so to celebrate 12 years, we chose to...
Wait, what do you mean by serve life on a platter?
Life was lifing.
What does that have to do with our anniversary?
I'm getting to it.
Okay. All right.
Life was lifing in 2023. So we decided for a 12-year anniversary reflection that we wanted to have a little bit more of a intimate, slower pace, kind of like a city vibe anniversary celebration. So that's what we did, and that's how we got to Portland.
Yeah, we wanted it to be intimate, slow, like you said, slow pace.
Yes, don't take 10 hours to get there, 10 hours to get back, you know what I mean? But still a new experience and discovering, new things in a new place that we've never been to together.
Right.
And so that's how Portland got on the map. And I will say on the air that was not a mistake.
Portland was amazing. We met some beautiful people out there.
We met some amazing human beings in Portland.
But I will say this though,
Say it.
because we putting a lot on it because this was our experience. We are professional travelers as far as we can make a boring place fun. So if you're not like a professional traveler and you don't do your homework to find the spots, the right spots, the right restaurants, the right scenery.
What is this place known for? What do I need to do? So one thing that I'm really big about when we travel to new cities in particular is that I like to support Black-owned businesses. That's what I like to do. As a Black-owned business, I like to go to cities and find other businesses that we can support. And so leading up to Portland, there was nights when Big Charles was falling asleep and he's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a Portland research kind of night, right?"
Yeah, I had to go to sleep.
So I'm up researching like what does this place have to offer? Like what can we get into? What businesses can we support? Like what can we do while we're there for 72 hours to make this a good experience for our 12th anniversary? And I think we did a good job.
We did a great job. We did a great job.
I think we did a good job. But like you said, we got to preface that like we are people that can go into an environment
and make fun
and make the fun, even find the fun, make the fun, or be the fun.
Yeah, we all three of them.
I'm gonna be the fun, and so for us, Portland was a really good experience.
They welcomed us well.
Every place that we went into, great service, great food, great conversation with people, lots of diversity, just a new perspective on human beings in general.
Shout out to my brother-in-law that got me the VIP restaurant. You know, only members.
Members only.
Members only, you know. So
anniversary dinner.
And hey, they know Big Charles. I love to feel VIP. That was great. That was a good. So let me just ask you, what was your favorite moment of the trip?
So my favorite moment, honestly, of the trip was day 2, which was our adventure day. And the way I described it was the first day, like we hit the ground running. Mm-hmm. We hit the ground running. We was going here, there, everywhere. It was a great time. Day 2, we kind of set it up more where it was just about you and I taking adventures, being more intimate, kind of being very reflective on year 12. We were on a journey, we were on an adventure to find the dang on waterfalls, right? And so my favorite part was not only finding the waterfall, hiking up to the waterfall, but also just like the car ride with you. Like just playing nostalgic music, things that, you know, we listened to throughout the course of our relationship.
Day 26.
Shout out to, listen, I don't care.
Don't start. Don't deviate.
What y'all say, no, but I'm talking about day 26. Right. Day 26 did not get the respect that they deserve. So we listened, because we had to take a road trip from the city to the waterfalls. It was about 40 minutes. We got lost, ended up in some places. That's a whole nother story.
That's one of our Day 26 album is one of our albums that we used to rock back in the day when we first started rocking.
2000s, yeah.
Yeah, we was rocking.
Yeah, we watched the show and we rocked the album. So that's leading up to my most favorite. My most favorite moment was when we hiked all through the doggone woods, me being scared.
Very scared.
You guiding me, helping me to manage my anxiety.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Chase the waterfalls. Saw about 3 of them. But when we got to the main waterfall, we hiked a little bit up to the bridge. Mm-hmm. And we stood there on the bridge together. And because of the weather that day, it was kind of cloudy and it was kind of windy. So while we were standing there trying to, you know, capture our moments like we all do, our videos and pictures, the water was hitting my face from the waterfall. And I remember telling you, I will never forget how that waterfall felt hitting my skin and being there with you. Like I just felt it felt like a spiritual moment, almost like when we went to Sedona and we climbed the vortex. It had a very spiritual feeling for me and being there with you, just like with the vortex in Sedona. And for me, that was just like a memorable moment that I'll like never forget, how standing on that bridge at that waterfall and the wind making the water fall on my face, like how that felt.
Right.
It was very just something I'll never forget. It was very energizing. It was very spiritual. And it was like a big, big moment for me as we celebrated 12 years of marriage.
Right.
So with that, what was your most memorable or special moment from our anniversary trip?
Well, of course, the waterfalls was amazing.
Yeah.
But I had another really intimate moment when you and I went and found the food trucks.
Oh.
And we ordered from the food trucks,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just sat down on the steps,
Mm-hmm.
and we had an intimate date there. We sat down on the steps, got the food out. You handed me my napkin. We did I kissed you on the lips.
A sandwich
We did a
cheers.
sandwich cheers. At that moment, it was I was wowed by one. We made it 12 years,
Mm-hmm.
and we survived a lot of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of tough moments,
Mm-hmm.
and it's wow. Although we've been through a lot, this is a great feeling to be right here with the one that you love. You know, we could have went anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But we decided to go to Portland, and that intimate date, which didn't cost a lot of money,
Right.
and it was just so special. It wasn't like we didn't have to get fly. We had on regular clothes, like hiking clothes,
Super casual.
super casual. And at that moment when we sat down and we did our sandwich cheers and we kissed, it was like, man, a good time to reflect. Kids are good,
Right.
we're happy, we survived a lot of storms.
Right.
Let's continue to keep building.
Right.
That's building legacy and living legacy,
Right.
and inspiring others to do the same.
Right.
So that was my most important, one of my best moments.
That's what I'm saying. I think overall, day 2 really created a lot of intimacy. We got lost. You know what I mean?
And that was fun.
We got lost.
Except when when we had to go up there to one of the waterfalls and we didn't see any hikers. And it looked like it could possibly be a scene off the movies, but we didn't see anyone. I didn't know if you were trying to set me up with okay, I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna leave the door open. Let me see if I see anyone. I didn't see anyone. We were in the middle of nowhere. I wasn't going too far because I don't know if you created an insurance policy on me or something. I wasn't sure about that.
Right, but I feel like getting lost was a part of it.
Yeah, that was fun.
We got lost, and by getting lost, we were able to find some viewpoints to pull over and really get some great views of Portland and have more intimate moments.
Mm-hmm.
Me jumping off the cliff, knees buckling up, almost couldn't get up. So I just feel like day 2.
Jumping off the cliff?
No, remember when I jumped off the little cliff when we were looking at the overlook and my knees, I was like, oh yeah, my knees.
Yeah.
But I just feel like day 2 really created an intimate space for us to really reflect and connect. Just us, kind of just in the middle of the wilderness for hours on end, and really make some good memories.
Love always wins, Jack.
It does. And sometimes getting lost to find your way back is a good thing.
Oh, doggy tree. Doggy tree. Speaking of love and getting lost and finding your way back.
Find your way back, Jack.
Speaking of that,
yeah,
I saw an interview with Fantasia and her, and
Kendall Taylor.
Well, he wasn't on there.
Okay.
But the question was asked to Fantasia, how soon did she get proposed to? And I think her response was 3 weeks.
Oh wow.
And
yeah, I didn't know that
the host that asked the question, after Fantasia responded, was shocked by the 3 weeks response. Mm-hmm. And Fantasia, she said it 3 weeks. I knew that he was the one. Mm-hmm. I knew within those 3 weeks that this is the man that I wanted to spend my life with. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to ask you, how do you feel about 3 weeks and falling in love? Do you believe that that's real love?
Well, first of all, I believe in love.
Right.
That's the first thing. And I also believe that everybody's love story is so different, right? So I want to be super careful on just like saying like there's absolutely no way that you can fall in love in 3 weeks because love is like an energy, right? And so if Fantasia and obviously Kendall felt that way because he proposed to her within 3 weeks, if they shared that energy in that space and they felt like obviously they felt like this is my person within 3 weeks, and to see their love story kind of like maturate and evolve right in front of us, then they knew what they were doing. Do I think that like everybody's gonna fall in love in 3 weeks? Absolutely not. But I do think that it's absolutely possible, and that is their love story, and I believe in that. I
Listen,
believe in the possibilities of that, if that makes sense.
yeah, that makes sense. I saw when Fantasia was telling the story of when her husband, her now husband, um, he wasn't her husband at the time, but she was getting ready to go out on the road, and then he asked her, "Can I cover you?" And she was like, "Can you cover me?" This man got on one knee and prayed for her covering. She said that like just shocked her whole internal world. Like, what is this? This is new. That's crazy. So for that, obviously he knew that she was the one in
Absolutely.
before the 3 weeks.
Before the day he laid eyes on her, he probably like, okay, this is her. And I'd love to watch their story because I remember when that happened and there was so many naysayers, around because Fantasia has been pretty open about like her life and the things that she went through. She even had a Lifetime movie, the Fantasia Barrino story. And she had a really hard life, had her daughter really early and had some other relationships. And so to watch her and Kendall get together and like it really be true love and to watch the evolution. Their marriage hasn't been perfect either. Fantasia also lost everything while being in marriage with him. So they've gone through some things that has tested their marriage. But just to watch them evolve and continue to be married and in love, like they're one of my stories that I absolutely love.
I mean, I like that you talked about Fantasia and her experiences before her husband.
Absolutely.
Because I think all of that plays a part into how soon you know as well.
She brought a child into their relationship.
Meaning, the maturation and the place that she was in life at the time that, what is his name?
Kendall.
Kendall proposed to her. She had already experienced enough frogs to know that this one right here was Prince Charming.
Right.
So I believe that have a lot to do with it as well. It's like sometimes, because there's a negative side to falling in love so fast.
That's the reality.
There's a negative side to it.
Right.
But luckily for them guys and those guys, they have found they made it. Right. They're making it happen.
They're making it happen.
So when was your moment when you knew that you fell in love with me? When did you know when I was the one?
So good question. For those that have listened to our story, they already know that you and I were friends before we graduated our relationship to, more than just being platonic friends. But I remember maybe about maybe 4 to 5 months into spending time with you and being around you and just doing little things with you that it hit me that my relationship with you, which was platonic at the time, was meant to be more than that.
Right.
And two, like just like what you said about Fantasia, it was something different for me, you know, because I was a single mother that had been in a previous relationship, moved across the country, from New York to California. So I didn't have any like blood family here with me. But I had people in my life at the time that were, supportive, friendships that kind of helped to fill that gap at the time. But then when you came into the picture, you like showed me a different viewpoint of what it looks like to really have a person in your life, to have your best interest and your child's best interest at heart. Mm-hmm. And you did that even prior to
I did that probably in the first week. You know what I
even being
mean?
in a relationship. You know, like going to the grocery store with me, or if I said I had to do laundry, like, well, let me put the heavy bags in your car, you know, or while I'm cooking dinner, you know, did you eat? Come over and eat. So just having like those moments and you really showing me something different than what I was used to kind of opened up my brain and my chakras to being able to accept and become aware of what was in front of me.
Yeah. I did. She knew
So
probably the
about
first day. She knew
about 4 to 5 months.
She knew probably the first
I
day.
didn't know no
Trust
first
me.
day.
Trust me. She probably knew the first day. Big Charles put the sauce to her.
Don't minimize my experience.
Big Charles put the sauce to her. She knew the first
Don't
day.
minimize my experience.
I was him.
I'm him.
I'm him. Yeah. Get the bombs out the way. Big Charles is in the building.
Tell your story. Don't tell my story.
What about my story?
When did you feel like you knew that I was your person?
Well, this is the thing. See, this is the thing about men. See, at that time, I was already on a search of looking for a potential wife. Mm-hmm. So, my shock was already open. Mm-hmm. You know, I knew when we started. It was probably I knew it soon, really soon. Within months, like you say, that you were going to be my wife. Now, I was going to take as much time as I could possibly take because Big Charles had some ways about him that.
Oh yes, he did.
Yeah,
he couldn't shake him right away.
Yeah,
shake him.
Yeah, had some ways about him. I was like, I didn't want to mess that up.
Right.
But I knew soon that you were my wife. But at that time though, I just was afraid that I was going to mess it up. Here's the thing though, I would have married you sooner. Mm-hmm. Like after I proposed to you, although it took me 2 years, I would have got married to you sooner if I didn't care about what everybody else thought.
Right, because the truth of the matter is that you did propose within the first year of us knowing each other.
Right.
Which to some people can still feel pretty soon.
Well, here's the thing though about men though. Men, we have a short period of where we really want to get married. So if you don't catch us in that window.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. If you don't catch us in that window of whenever we get that urge of wanting to be married, if that window passes, it's almost all over.
Ladies, y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? That was game.
So you caught me I was in a phase of where I wanted to be married. I was ready to build. I was ready to start my legacy, ready to create a world of my own. Mm-hmm. And when you came in the picture and you, of course, you offered things that I've never seen before. Mm-hmm. I knew soon though, but it came with the responsibility. You brought our daughter into the picture, so I couldn't play with you how I played with everybody else.
Right.
You know, because I was ready to play.
Right.
You know?
But the good thing about you and your level of awareness, even at a younger age, is that you did take into account that I had a daughter.
Yeah, of course.
And if that wasn't, you couldn't just play.
I couldn't play around
like how you played.
I couldn't play with you how I was playing.
It wasn't just me.
Yeah, I couldn't play with you how that. And that helped you. That helped you having our princess helped you because it made me grow up. I've never been challenged like that before. That was new. You know, I didn't want to be that person. I don't know. I just felt like I always took accountability. But I do believe in love, short-term love.
You believe in love at first sight? Love at first sight.
I believe that I do. I do believe in love at first sight. Here's the thing though, but I also believe that doesn't stop you from going through the process of learning a person.
Right.
But I do believe that, yeah, I love this person. I'm going to be with her. You know what I mean? Because yeah. But later on down, as a month go by, 2 months go by, a year go by, you start hanging around a person, then you start seeing behaviors. That's the flip side of it. Mm-hmm. You know, that you still have to work through even if you're in love.
Right. And
if you don't have the right tools to work through it, then you're in trouble. So that's where the therapy come in. That's where the coaching comes in. That's where the married friends come in at. But I do believe in love at first sight.
I mean, love at first sight, right? When I hear love at first sight, to me, when I decipher that just means that I see you, where I feel connected to you, and I want to see where this goes.
Oh, that's all you see this?
I'm saying because you love you. Can you really love some? I see you for. I love you the first moment I lay my eyes on you.
Oh.
I feel like loving is a part of the growth of the
evolution of it?
evolution. Thank you, better word of the relationship. But love at first sight is like a cliche of saying like.
But you can't have some form of love?
At first, like
yeah,
when you meet somebody,
like that's the one I want to spend my life with, right there.
At the first onset of it,
yeah,
I feel like there's an attraction.
Not a physical attraction.
No, it could be physical.
But that ain't love, then.
I mean, but I'm saying it could be physical. That's what I'm saying. Love at first sight is like a whole conglomerate of things to dissect, though.
Here's the thing, though.
That's how I feel. This
is what I want to say to anyone that's you in a relationship and you're thinking about getting married or you proposing or whatever. You cannot care about what everybody else think. Because I would have married you sooner. And we would have started our journey sooner if I didn't care about what everybody else thought. And what I liked about what I really appreciated in the beginning of our journey when I did propose to you, you know, this gentleman came up to me and said, "Man, you were married to her before you even signed that paper. Y'all spirits were connected." Mm-hmm. And that helped me out a lot. Mm-hmm. That you can, like, you just know when your spirit is connected to somebody. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the one right here. And it is what it is. This is who I'm going to be with. Forget what everybody else talking about. This is it.
I like that. However. Dot. I feel like that because you did care, you know, what people thought, and we didn't get married when we got married, that's just how it was supposed to happen.
I mean, I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that. I get that's how it was supposed to happen. I get that. But I still say, if I didn't give a damn like I did, I don't give a damn now, I would have married you sooner. Would have been, and I don't have no regrets. We would have been a lot further than we are right now. I'm the same man with the same vision. Same game plan.
I hear you. I get that too.
It ain't no oxymoron. I mean,
it's not oxymoron at all.
And I don't regret it. I'm just saying though, if I didn't care about what other people thought about the time, and I would have married you sooner.
The beliefs and things like that wrapped around.
I would have married you sooner. Period.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? So just like Fantasia, them got in. I probably wouldn't have got married in 3 weeks though.
Okay, 8 months.
Probably so. 9, 10, 11, 12 at least.
No, 1 year. 1 year instead of 2.
1 year instead of 2, because after 1 year instead of 2, I would have did it. 1 year
instead of 2.
That man did it in 3 weeks. Sheesh.
Yeah. Now that's what I'm saying. Like I do feel like you're gonna have that connection with a person, and like you said, from a man perspective, which I don't know anything about, but based on what you said, he knew.
He knew.
When
That's
he laid his
a man knows. Listen.
But were they in love?
He loved her enough to propose to her.
Right.
He loved her enough to do that. He loved her enough to know.
But you think that
he
was
loved
love?
her enough to know that this is the woman that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with. Real men that reverence God know for sure when that right real men know for sure when the right woman comes along into his life, he knows for sure that is the woman that he's supposed to be with for the rest of his life. And yes, that is love, because love is a spiritual thing and love is evolution. But men that follow God, men that have a vision, men that have a sensitive ear, mm-hmm. and we know when the wife show up and when the right one shows up.
Yeah.
Like, we know. That's just the reality of things. It's hard to explain it. Maybe you can get a psychologist to come on here and explain it. But real men, and I don't even want to just say real men that like reverence God and on a mission to have a wife and have goals, and we know when the right woman shows up, and that's for us though.
Right.
Our internal world is just it's nurturing to our spirit.
So thinking about it, I'm thinking about and reflecting back on something that you just said is that as it relates to you, but also since we're talking about Fantasia and Kendall, I feel like maybe he didn't care what people thought.
He didn't.
So he said
he was at a different level. He was older.
Right. That's exactly what hearing you made me think about. So he was at a different level in his life.
Maturation.
He met this woman and he said, you know what?
I didn't have my...
That's my woman.
That's my woman.
That's my one.
I didn't been... Listen, just be honest though. A lot, especially at their age, when you in your, let's say late 20s, 30s, middle 30s,
Right.
40s,
Right.
You have 50s, you've experienced enough people where I know now. I know for sure this is it.
There's some wisdom attached to
There's
that
some
too.
wisdom. It's the that's what I'm saying about the maturation and your experiences on your journey.
Right. So when we take
the
circumstances
their circumstances were different. Right. Now, when you were a youngster, you like 20 years old, and you say, "Oh, I fell in love with another 20-year-old." I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's a bigger risk in that.
Right.
Because you're so immature, you don't have a lot of experience under your belt.
Your prefrontal cortex needs some more development.
You're not mature.
Right.
But in their phase of life and where they were in life,
and what they had already gone through individually,
I believe in it.
Yeah,
I believe in it. I believe in it wholeheartedly.
I see that. I'm convinced. I'm convinced through, diving through this conversation that it was love.
Yes, you can fall in love within 3 weeks and propose to someone.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But a younger person, like you said, may fall in love and know that's their person, but based off their lack of maturity, they still care.
I gotta wait.
People think.
Matter of fact, I need to wait.
I need to wait.
A sign of you caring is a sign that I need to wait.
Yeah, I need to wait. Yeah,
because I still care about what outsiders think.
Right.
There's no way a successful marriage will be successful if you care about what the outsiders think.
Yeah, that's true. Shout out to Kendall and Fantasia on that note. Shout out to them.
We done broke this one down.
That's a pretty dope story though. Like that's pretty cool. And to see just the evolution in like Fantasia's career, which also obviously impacts their marriage, their children, like it's pretty cool because Fantasia been through it.
Man, love is dope. Love is dope.
Yeah,
man.
love is pretty dope.
Love is dope, and being broken, and then finding love to heal your brokenness is even doper.
With the right person.
And
it feels right.
Listen, it's a great feeling. I wish everyone that wants it and desires it get a chance to experience it. Yeah. I do. Yeah. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
So we broke that down. Clear.
Yeah, glow.
Yeah, crewman.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, and we broke that. We don't even need to go into more details. We can.
We can go into more details, but we are just saying, fall in love. There's no.
If that's what you want.
I'm saying fall in love. If that's what you want, if it feels right, you guys are on the same page. The spirits and energies are connected. Don't care what people think.
Right.
Do you?
And at the end of the day, go to BigDogTalkPodcast.com and get that e-guide. No, I'm dead serious.
Still begging?
Nah, I need y'all to get that e-guide because one of my goals is to help recondition the mind behind with the relationship of money and debt and being imprisoned when it comes to our finances. I really want to help our community change the trajectory of the family lineage. It's time for us to save ourselves. Get the e-guide, $14.97. Get it for your daughter, your cousin, your friend. Just get it. Get the principles. Practice the principles. I guarantee it'll change your life.
Yeah, today we're talking about relationships and can you fall in love in 3 weeks? Because we also believe that 2 is better than 1.
For sure.
2 is better than 1.
2 is better. Do you understand me? Life is so much easier when you're working with a person.
Yes.
Listen, I know social media may paint a picture that you don't need a man or a man don't need a woman and they have us warring against each other, but that is some BS. Mm-hmm. Life is much easier when you have a partner to go through life with, to share your problems with, to overcome problems, to build with, to have holding your hand, to coach you, for you to coach them, life is so much easier that way. Matter of fact, the number one finance hack to being a multimillionaire is getting a partner and working towards generational blessings.
Right.
That's having someone is much easier. Being loved on at nighttime is much easier. Being rubbed on at nighttime, it's a good thing.
Even if you're watching your favorite show, right there.
Listen, I love for people. I love for people. I love when people create their lives for themselves. If this is what you desire, I'm saying let's go after the life that you desire. At the end of the day, we out of here.
That's that.
Love y'all. Peace.
See you next time.
Peace. Some love, child. Love, child.
Some love.
Get you some love.
Love you.
Right. Some love.